Yes, I do clean the recycling things that I'm, because we learned that it keeps the animals away. Also means that when they go to the recycling centre, as I was saying, yes, we don't clean all our recycling, we clean anything that has like milk or anything that could possibly go off, because it stops animals going near it, but it's also one step closer to being cleaner when it gets to a recycling centre and gets sterilized, cleaned and sterilized there. So this vlog is all about getting this house back in order. Because A, we just have let it slip, and B, because we want to get rid of as much junk and stuff that we're not using as possible. So, but I also have to be productive with my YouTube channel, so I'm figuring out getting rid of any of the stuff. So what are they saying? That we want to get rid of a ton of our stuff. Here we've just found that we've subconsciously collected things from that we just don't need anymore, whether it be boxes of things from like my birthday or Christmas, things like that. We tend to keep them for a period of time after, just in case anything has to go back. And things like my MacBook box and things like that we will keep hold of, because you never know if that will become in handy. But in general, no, we will get rid of a ton. But I also need to get back on top of uploading, and I want to get more vertical shots for Instagram, YouTube, Shorts, TikTok, all my platforms really, because you know it's always good to have that footage. Hair is still kind of in a freaky mess. Yes, I have Golden Girls paused in the background. It is 12:28. I have an alarm going, a timer set for my lunch. I'm going to attempt to eat that. Then while that's happening even, I am going to get as much of this room as I can done so that I can set up some lights and have a shower, etc. Film and do more of the house, full face of makeup or not on. So let's make this room filming presentable / livable, because honestly I've got to get in a state it should never have gone into, because I felt meh. And actually, to be fair, the house itself is it's disorganized and cluttered, but it's not dirty, if that makes sense. So even though I'll be cleaning surfaces, etc., I just want to get rid of like little marks that it's got in the last like 48 hours sort of thing. So here I am just trying to reorganize things, put things back in their places, and actually like straighten my bed out, because really it didn't need a full change at this point. I do change it usually on the weekends I'm not filming, but here I'm just trying to get things into place, and I found birthday presents for my birthday that I need to find a space for. So honestly, I'm still playing a little bit of catch up from Mum being hospitalised. So this is my dad's house. At this end, my room sort of got a little bit neglected in the sense of me just not being so on top of things as I could have been. So here I am kind of getting rid of rubbish, putting cardboard in the recycling bin that's by the side of my bed, and then straightening up, as I said, because I wanted to have my bed sort of looking nice, even though little one is due in the next 24 hours from me filming this clip at that present time. But I also sometimes edit on my bed, and I find my cushions and stuff help me stay upright and more comfortable when I have backache, which I did here. And this is the sort of setup I have when I'm editing: a blanket behind me and a blanket over my legs. And then here I am using Febreze just to spray down like everything to make it smell a little bit fresher. So it's lunch break. I was gonna sit on my big computer, but I realized I have run out of batteries, so that's not happening. But yeah.
One hour later.
Ignoring the mess in the background, I am gonna put makeup on to film a sit-down video that, you know, needs filming, so yeah. Which then means when we go to the shop next, I'm going to look way overdone, but that's okay. The neighbours are starting to drive me nuts, so I also need a little bit of time out the house also, I think. Okay, there's that done. It's not perfect, but I don't necessarily need it to be perfectly dry. Makeup time. makeup look is done. Yes, the room is still getting some work done. My camera died, so I need to charge that, but I need to run to the shop before I can do any more tidying, so that is what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna run to the shop so that I can finish getting this room and actually some of the bathroom done as well. The neighbor kids are screaming. Just one of those things. I also at some point need to start doing the car because that's gonna need doing sooner rather than later. So, head into the shop. It's hot. I'm very beat. Like my face is. Didn't find anything in there because honestly it was hectic, and I only had a basket because I said I wasn't grabbing too much, and then I grabbed 2 bags worth of shopping, so yeah. I'll meet you back at the house and I'll show you where to go. As I said, 2 bags of shopping. Most of those I actually needed. Greaseproof paper, bathroom cleaner, because we're running low, bin bags. I actually have 2. 2 bags of bin bags, because we have smaller bins upstairs. So we have the swing bin liners for upstairs, and then the big ones for down here. I have multiple choices for breakfast in the morning, soft foods and more like chewing foods, muffins, the knockoff Crave, love these. It's £1 in Tesco's, by the way. Some baked bars, and then the soft baked chocolate chip bars because they are my favorite. I have chocolate milk for me to drink throughout the day, well, the afternoon, evening, tomorrow. I have knockoff Jaffa cakes to try. Mint chocolate shake flavoured Rice Krispie squares. Because who doesn't love Rice Krispie squares? And then, because me and Dad have been lazy about cooking rice recently, but really craving it, I got 2 microwave packs of rice, because they can go in the hob or they can go in the microwave. So we're more likely to eat more things with rice. And then I got some lactose-free milk. So if you didn't know, I have a lactose sensitivity, which is a lot more common than people think, and so yes, I've got to put stuff away, and so I have been getting lactose-free milk for 2 years now. Yeah, since just after, like around the end of pandemic time, we found it. I was drinking things like almond milk and oat milk and things like that, and even though I like it, it can be expensive, and also almond milk isn't awesomely great for the planet either. So I'm sure people will still say, well, you're harming animals and things like this, but I just find that this is better for me. And when I looked into how much damage almond milk can actually do for the planet, I want to limit that consumption as much as possible. I don't eat a huge amount of almonds and nuts and things like that anyway. I like them, just not too much of them. So I kind of go between like oat and almond milk, and then this. I tend to have oat and almond milk when I'm going to places like Starbucks or things like that, because they don't have a lactose-free milk. So yeah, this is full of the same all natural ingredients, nutrition, and it's easier to digest because it doesn't have the lactose in it. So I'm going to put all this stuff away, and yeah. I can't remember if I ever showed you my hack with these bags. It's not my hack. I learned it off the internet when I was scrolling one day ages ago, but I truly can't remember where or who I learned it off. But anyway, we like to reuse these bags, but they can take up room in cupboards. So what I tend to do is this trick, which is you fold them into 3, making sure to squish out as much air as possible, as even of a third as possible with the handles up. Then the side with the handles on facing you fold. So you fold where the just around where the handle is to match the handle. Again, squishing all the air out that you can. And then you fold into one triangle. And then you fold into another triangle. And you take the handles and you stick the corners through the handles. And then you have this little bag that you can carry around in your handbag and things like that. So, show you again. It doesn't matter which way you fold this way, necessarily. So, fold into a third, and then fold into another third again. Then take that and fold in half into itself. And then again, pushing as much air as you can out. One triangle, 2 triangle, and then you have a little carrying around triangle. And this actually works great for storing these things. So yeah, hope that helps somebody with storing their plastic shopping bags that you've had to buy because you forgot your reusable ones, like I did. But as I said, I didn't plan to buy that much today. So, I have just finished filming. I have added a little outfit. I didn't change anything about my makeup but the lip gloss, and then I put my hair in a messy fishtail braid. But let me show you kind of what the situation looks like right now. I mean, other than me. I'm gonna try and give myself an hour to get some of this done, and then hopefully we'll be good. I am drinking an energy drink. This is the Rockstar Tropical Guava. It's actually not bad. It reminds me of, you know, those snake sweets you can buy. That's what it reminds me of. It's pretty good actually. So yeah, I'm gonna start that process. I just unclipped the fan, but I'm still using because it's still warm here, but it needs to wipe down, things like that, just to make sure it's clean and I'm not getting yucky dust particles all up in my business. So I'm just rambling at this point for the sake of rambling, so let's go on with it. I am drinking an energy drink. This is the Rockstar Tropical Guava. It's actually not bad. It reminds me of, you know, those snake sweets you can buy.